All right, guys, well, I got this great side of smoked salmon here. And don't let me turn you off yet, because if you're not able to smoke this salmon with the recipe, you can easily come up to Fresh and buy a piece of salmon. But I did post the recipe on there, so if you do have a smoker at home, you can easily do it. We're about to put together a really cool salad that goes really well with this smoked salmon. And also what I'm going to do is, if you have some leftovers and it's weekend time, you're having some people over, I'm going to show you a real simple little hors d'oeuvre you can put together with leftovers of this salmon. What we're going to do first is we're going to make a cool sauce to go with this. I got some charred red onions, whatever kind of sour cream you like. We got some capers. We're going to mix this up. We're going to add a little salt and pepper. We don't want to add too much salt because those capers carry a lot of salt because it's brined. All right, now what we're going to do is, I got a little fresh tarragon here. I'm just going to take the ends off. And I got some fresh mint. We're going to chop this up pretty fine because I don't want you to bite into a mint leaf. If you don't like these herbs, again, most of these recipes that I do, it's pretty user-friendly with what herb you like. The reason I use the tarragon and the fresh mint is because it comes together to make a real nice, real clean, fresh flavor, and it just goes really well with that nice, fatty, rich smoked salmon. Okay, so we chop this up. We're going to add that to it. We're going to mix this up really well. I use a touch of chicken stock just to give it that substance, and a touch of olive oil. What this is going to do with the chicken stock, instead of diluting it with water or something, I use a little chicken stock to keep that hearty flavor, but it gives me the right viscosity for like a dressing. And of course, I just love olive oil. See how that thins it out a touch? All right. And then what we do is we have an orange and we got a lime. Use a microplane. You don't want to use a grater, you want to use a microplane so it gets the orange, it doesn't get the white. So you want the zest, you don't want the pith. And you'll notice once you when you're doing this at home or wherever you are, when you're zesting, this is a real fun part because you get that real bright smell in it. I love the smell of fresh orange. There we go. Now we're going to cut our lime, take our orange, and you'll see too that I didn't put that much liquid in there because I still got liquid here, so that's going to help thin it out a touch too. There we go. Now we're going to mix it up really well. Touch more pepper. Touch more salt. And this sauce is actually a lot better if you make it the day before. Let it sit in the refrigerator and let all those flavors come together. To plate up, what we're going to do is we got some wild arugula. Whatever green you like though. But you know I'm always biased about the arugula. So arugula, season as we go. I got some fresh red grapes that I cut in half. And then we've got our dressing. See how simple this is? All our goodies are in the dressing. So it's a pretty easy pickup. I like using my hands when it comes to handling the greens so I don't tear the greens up. We're just going to fold all those goodies in there together. All right. Now we're ready to plate. So get your greens in there. And then some grapes. So what I like to do is I like to get a piece of fresh smoked salmon. We'll put it right over it like that. Put some fresh pistachios on there. And then I got this great flatbread that Erin makes down in the bakery. This is a rosemary chive. So what I'll do is I'll break it in half. Maybe another piece. And there we go. Maybe a touch of chive. You got a really good hearty salad. Now, the fun thing about this is you made a great salad for you and your wife, you and your husband, your best friend, whoever. You had a great salad, you got a little salmon left over. The next day, you're having people over for a glass of wine or a cocktail or having a little study group or something, you got some salmon left over. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a little hors d'oeuvre with all the ingredients you have left over. So we've got that great flatbread. We're gonna break it up. Then I got my salmon here. We're just gonna put a little chunk on there. Oh, this is gonna be awesome. We're just gonna put a touch of this right over the top. Make sure you get a little bit of all the goodies in there. Toasted pistachios as a garnish. And then some chives. And you just used your leftovers. Look at that. Get a really nice little hors d'oeuvre that we used our leftovers with. And let's see. Let's make sure it's good. If you're a salmon fan, this is for you. You need to come by here, pick up a pound of salmon and try this out, or follow the recipe and try it at home and let me know what you think.